Hi guys. Okay, so part 2 of this prepping for a junk journal is going to be tags and like inserts for pockets. So with this one, I just used a jumbo playing card, and what I'm going to do, instead of using like some inks and stuff like that to age it, I'm actually going to use just some coffee filter, and I get like this huge thing. It's 100 of them, and I get the brown ones. So I'm just going to pull a couple of these out. There's one. Okay, come on. Alright. And what I'm going to do is use this to cover the card, like so. And then I don't have to worry about, you know, tea dyeing this or coffee staining and all of that stuff. This like ages it pretty quick. And the way I like to do this is I just get I think I got this a long time ago at a dollar store, and like a big huge pack of those or something. So what I'm going to do is just put some of this glue, and this is just that Eileen's tacky glue. I don't really use this a lot. This is kind of like the glue I go to for stuff like this, like just random stuff that I don't want to waste like my good glue on. And you can use like the Mod Podge stuff on this. You can use school glue. It doesn't matter. You can use stick glue. You can use whatever. Like, that part isn't important. And I'm going to use this little spongy thing just to spread this out, so that way it's not clumpy, and you know, it'll make like bumps. And get it to the edges. It is a little messy, but it's easy to clean it up. So once the card is covered, and I did ink the edges, I just kind of quickly went over those. I'm gonna grab a paper towel and just wipe that up real quick so nothing sticks to it. And I'm just gonna lay this over it. I'm gonna start like cut it in the middle and then push out so it'll catch everywhere. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Like, that's the whole point of junk journals and why I like them. They do not have to be perfect. None of them are perfect. And that's what makes them perfect. So that's what you got. And we're going to come back and just trim this off. I actually have the very last video of this prepping. I'm doing like a final page, and I have a little trick for some people that asked me some questions that I'm excited to share, because I haven't seen it. I'm not saying it's not been done, but I haven't seen it yet, so I'm excited about that. Okay, so we have this, and I'm going to do the same thing to the back. Just do like that. And you don't have to use the coffee filters. I'm just using that because I have so many of them. I have a couple of packs of those 100 ones because I got them on sale one day with a coupon. So I have plenty to spare. So I need to start using some of those in my projects. My craft room is looking like a hoarder's room, especially after the move. I've concentrated on the living room and the kitchen and the guest rooms and my children's rooms, my bedroom, and not my craft room. So I am able to get in here and craft, but I don't have everything set up like I want it, so I have stuff everywhere. Okay, and now we're gonna do the same thing. Let me wipe this off. And I'm gonna do the same thing again and just lay this on here, start from the middle and push out. A little fuzzy. And then trim it up. And you can save your scraps of these, like all this I'm cutting off, because you can use that in other things. And whenever I was making some of these, I caught myself like hoarding even the scraps of these, even though I have thousands of these that I need to use up. I started making like a little stack of them. Actually, right here. I started like folding them and saving them. Like I didn't want to throw them away. And I thought that was kind of funny after I thought back on it. And I'm like, you're using these to get rid of some of it because you have so much and now you're hoarding your scraps. Okay, one of these looked really squared. I just wanted to fix real quick. Okay, so now you can come back with this also if you want. And just hit it up with some ink. And it will look like, it'll have a nice, like, cool effect if you do it right after you glue because it's still wet. And this is the water reactive, so it looks different than if you did it on dry paper. And it actually kind of, like, seeps, you know, like, bleeds through a little bit further. And it's a different brown than when it's, like, on dry paper. So it looks pretty cool. And I like it. So, alright, so we got that one. And I would do the back also. I'm going to skip that just right now. I just wanted to show that it does have like a cool effect if you do it while the glue is still drying because it's wet. And so it will give this like a nice cool effect. Okay, so then what I'm going to do next is I wanted to add a little pocket to the front of this. So I guess I could just grab one of these scrap papers here and put a little pocket on the front like that. Maybe. Yeah, I might do that. Okay, so I'm just going to cut off a piece of this. So that is going to be my little pocket for this, and I'm only going to glue down that part here, like right here I'll glue and leave this part open so that you can use this as a pocket obviously, but I'm going to leave this to where it's able to be opened also so that you can use this for some writing. So you can put, like I have this little scrap piece here that I stamped earlier, and you could glue that down like that so you could have some like a little place to write in here. So what I would do is turn this over, and you want to just glue the sides and the bottom. And you can staple this or however you want to do it. And this is a little wider, and I was not judging for that. You can trim it down if you want. I just don't feel like trimming it down. So it does hang over a little bit. but that's okay. And then you can glue this down. Actually, I'm going to use a stick glue because this is like really thin. This is a piece of coffee filter too, but it's for one of the like the percolators, and so it's like super thin paper. It's very fragile. So I'm going to do that and go all the way to the bottom. There we go. So you have a little spot to write right here, and you have, and you, of course, you want to ink the sides up. And here's a little paper. So you have like a little front pocket here, like that. And you can decorate this even further if you want, which I would do. I would keep adding to this, and I would keep adding to the back also. And I don't want this to get like too long, so I'll come back to that if I have time. I want to get to the next one really quick. I'm trying to make these like short videos because mine seem to always drag out and be long. Okay, so for this next like tag insert thing, oh, real quick, just so I don't forget, also on this, if you find that your, like once you decorate this, it will actually hold down. It won't like keep popping up like that. But if you find that yours does keep popping up like this, you can just put like a couple of tags or whatever in here and put a little paper clip with it. So like an altered paper clip on it. And it would look really cute. It would, actually, let me grab this one that I just made. And you could add a little paper clip on here. Like that. And it would hold it down for you if you find that it keeps popping up on you. So I just wanted to add that in real quick. Okay, so this one here, let's see. Okay, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to take 2 of these papers. I'm going to make just a regular tag, but I'm going to make it to where it has a side pocket on it also. So I want it to be like the full tag about that size. I'm going to have to trim. Alright, so I'm going to trim this one down a little bit. Actually, I need to straighten this really quick. That's going to bug me. Okay, so I'm going to cut this one down a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, yep, that's about right. So you just want one to lay over the other one. Make them the same height. And also I need to, actually I'm going to wait to cut the top till I glue it so that way I don't have to line that back up. So you just want to glue around it. And you can make it to where it's just glued like on the side if you want. You don't have to do the whole thing. I'm just doing the whole thing because that's the way I want to do it. Okay, scoot over. It's off a little bit, but it's alright. So then you have like a little opening here. Kind of like the start of doing an envelope. Alright, so now I'm going to trim the corners. There's no perfect way to do that. And then I'm going to grab my hole punch. Where is it at? And I'm going to do the circle one. Okay, so then you want to punch a little hole. I'm going to add one of these little protector thingies. And I'm going to grab some of this seam binding. I've been having trouble all day with tying stuff. I have butterfingers today. Okay. So now it has a cute little like pull, and it also has a little side, and it will fit into your pockets and stuff like that in the pages perfectly. And actually, I would probably round these corners here. If you round the corners just slightly, they'll actually go into the pockets and stuff, like, easier. You won't have to fight it. Okay, so, and of course I would ink everything up, and that one is done. Something else I wanted to show just really fast is a couple of these examples of some that I did earlier, just to give y'all some more examples than just those two. This one here is, this is actually that coffee filter that was for the percolator. It's like a different kind of coffee filter than, it's not like this kind. Oh, here it is. It's this kind here, and they're square. But they're really thin, and I love working with it. It's almost like a thicker vellum because it's so see-through. So these are actually pretty cool, and it's for a percolator. I don't have a percolator, but I got filters for one. Okay, so what I did was I had this paper pack that was vellum sheets, like 12 by 12. And I had some scrap pieces, and so what I did was just cut out for that size, glue it down, ink it up, and then that's just the coffee filter thing. This one here, I did the same thing, and I put some scrap, like book pages, on this side, and then on this side, I laid down a doily. I glued it down all right here, wrapped it around, and then just glued this part right here so that it makes like a little pocket to put a little note or something in there like that. And then just a scrap piece of paper on the top of it, and you can write something on here. And like this one here, this one has some sewing on it, and it's 2 flashcards put together, kind of like how I did the other one, where you stack them and make a little pocket. Let me do this right side. So you stack and make a little pocket like that, and this is just some paper sewn to a flower card, and a little twine, some seam binding, and I just sewn around the edges, put a little bit of lace and fabric and stuff right here just for some texture. Cute little tag. To go even more simple than that, you can just take whatever picture that you want and do some quick sewing around it, glue a piece of paper to the back, and it's like very simple. And I wanted to mention also that you can get, I printed this out so that I could show, if you go on your, whatever search engine that you use, and you search for free junk journal printables, then there's so many on there that, and they're for free. Like this one was for free. It's from Mad Paper Crush, and she has a couple of things on there that is for free. I didn't print out like the whole kit. This is almost like a kit, like her travel kit. I just did a couple of pages so you can see some stuff you can get that's for free. This would be such a cute little book, and she even includes like ephemera and stuff like that. And here's another page that goes with that. These are so cute, and you can actually just cut this out, and that could be your card that you insert, and it could also be a pocket on your page. And then she had another like matte paper. So if you don't have a lot of scraps, and you don't have, like a whole box full of all these scrap papers and stuff, because you don't really craft a whole lot with paper, then you can go on there and print it out. If you like don't want to go to Etsy and buy a kit to print, you can find free printables. There's so many free printables. So I just wanted to like mention that really quick. for people that might not have a lot of scraps to do these kind of projects. So, all right, that's it for this. Thanks, guys.